Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Lost FBI text. You buy it? You buy it? Think that's legit? Do you think there's really a deep state? I do. I'll tell you right now. Hey, Kevin Jackson Show is what you're listening to. KJRadio.com 24/7. You can get this broadcast. It's called a podcast. I saw that Shapiro's number one, Ben Shapiro, and Dan Bongino's got the number 2 podcast. Talented guys. I don't know where we are, way down on the list, but I'll promise you this is an interesting show. I don't know how, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to get my show more popular. I don't even think about it. Dan sent out a thing saying I'm the number 2 podcast, digital download, second only to the great Ben Shapiro. And I think Ben's a talented guy. I don't think he's quite reached that echelon of great, but he's a talented guy. What makes his show have that buzz? Probably 100 million people hitting his website, the Daily Wire. And I'm proud of it. I think it's great that a young guy that has the level of conservatism that Ben Shapiro has is good. But he was an anti-Trumper. And I think to myself, wow. You know, congratulations on the success, but you know, was it a conversion? Did he make a conversion? People do these things. Oh, Kevin, were you ever a Democrat? No. Kevin, were you ever white? No. I don't make any conversions. I kind of knew who I was early on. Had to make some refinements. Had a lot of rough edges. But I was never anti-Trump. In fact, here's what I said. I said, I will be for whoever makes it. And that could have been that chick, Lindsey Graham. Or that other chick, what's her name? Friorina. If they had won, I would have been supporting them. I probably wouldn't be as high on their presidency had they won because those were they're rhinos. I'm only high on Donald Trump because he does good. If Donald Trump doesn't do good, I'm going to report that. But I've never been anti-Trump. I'm pro. I want him to win. I want him to do well. Even with Obama, as much as I hate to say this, had he done well, I wasn't wishing for it, but had he done well, I would have reported that. I just think that's being fair. But it's funny to me how the people that make these transitions, they got a lot of success. And I'm thinking, I mean, no offense, but you were wrong. Why would I follow you? You were completely wrong. Have I been wrong? Yeah, I said Romney was going to be president. I really did. I believed it. I still think he got cheated, but you know, he didn't make it. And you know what? I'm glad I'm wrong about that. But I wasn't anti-Romney. And I mean, he was all we had, right? It was like McCain. As much you held your nose, right? I held mine. I'm glad both those clowns didn't make it. But I'll tell you this. I knew we were going to be happy with Trump because we had a different leader. What's the net of all of this? Download the show. Listen to our podcast. I don't know the number. Dan, who's a good friend of mine, Dan goes, I'm number 2. I'm like, I tweeted, I don't even know where I'm at. But you'll probably like the show. I said, listen to 5 minutes of my show. I'll make you want to listen more. That's what I tweeted. You saw it, right? That was funny. I wanted to mess with people. Listen to the show. If you listen to 5 minutes of the show, you're going to like the show. I think you will. You'll like the style. And here's the thing. People are like, Kevin, they can't take us serious. My producers will tell me, Kevin, we're not going to be taken seriously if you keep joking about it. I'm like, look, I don't really care. Do you want my personality or do you want me to come on here and I'm good friends with Britt Hume. I shouldn't say that. I'm friends with Britt Hume. Britt will, make videos for me. He'll do things for me. So we're buddies. But, I'm not going to come in. Hello, I'm Kevin Jackson delivering the news. Today, there was a bomb that went off in Saskatchewan. By the way, there was a bomb planted at a mall in Florida recently. Doggone Buddhist monks are at it again. Whoo. See, that's the stuff my producers go, man, Kev, they're not gonna take us seriously. They do take us seriously. If you take me seriously, let me know. I'm curious. Now, do you like the fact that we bring you the news, things that are important to us, but you also kind of get an idea of the fun of it? You make fun of it. I think it's better to make fun of it, personally. Oh, well. What else we got going on here? So the FBI says, hey, we lost the text. And I call BS. I know you do as well. Look, too convenient, right? I mean, we know those texts are on Comey's bathroom basement server. We know this. Or maybe they're on Clinton's. But, there's lots of bathroom basement servers around. And now the debate is, well, can the Justice Department get them? Can they get them from the phone company? Can Congress get them? I heard Trey Gowdy say, well, that's not our job. Our job isn't to do that kind of thing. That's their job to do that. I can't speak to that. But he says the DOJ can. I don't understand why they haven't done it. Other people are saying, why doesn't President Trump order Sessions to go in and seize the FBI's stuff? I mean, can you think about this? The government going in and seizing the government stuff. Talk about putting faith back into the system. People, there's a government, watchdogs. They got the FBI on notice. Now everybody's like, well, why don't they give all this information that they just got in these this memo, this FISA memo? Why don't they give that to the FBI? People are going, no, don't give anything to the FBI. You guys, I'm looking at your Twitter feed. No, don't do that. They're crooked. Just as crooked as the media. And now we find out they lost critical text messages in the time period of when everybody was trying to get to this information about the Russians and the Trump stuff. Who's colluding with whom? And they can't find this stuff. It's going to make for an interesting State of the Union coming up. What do you guys think about that? I'm interested in the State of the Union. Let me ask you a couple questions about the State of the Union. Do you think this will be one of the most watched State of the Unions in a long time? Let's make a bet. Do you believe that? Do you believe? Do you believe that Donald Trump is going to get more State of the Union viewers than Barack Obama? What do you think? From Barack Obama's last State of the Union to Donald Trump's, who's going to get more? You think Trump? I do too. Now here's a tricky one. Here's one that is, I don't know. You better answer. You better think about this in a minute. Barack Obama's first State of the Union after year one versus Trump's first State of the Union after his year one. Aha! See, that one's a little trickier. Those numbers are probably going to be close. Because think about it. People were still living on the euphoria, that post-coital thing with Barack Obama, still smoking their cigarettes and going, not fully satisfied, but they had to fake it. You know what I'm saying? You had to fake it. Had to pretend that it was really good. It was, and they were just living on this idea of Obama. Oh yeah, it was over quick, but that didn't matter. They had gotten in bed with their sexy man, right? So there were a lot of people that watched that State of the Union. I don't remember specifically watching it, but I know I did. You know what I'm saying? I did. It isn't like I'm like, I remember when he said such as. No, it wasn't like that. But I know I watched it. Because I wanted to see how he was going to lie about year one. Oh, yeah, I was politically charged at the time. In fact, I know I did, now that I think about it, because I remember tweeting and getting like hundreds of fans that day. Oh, yeah. Maybe we have to go back and look at my Twitter feed. Let's go look back and look at the Twitter feed and see what I put on that day. Because I know this, I got it had to be 1,000 new fans, because I would say every time Barack Obama said something stupid, I was just like, bam, yeah, look at that, blah, 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 beating him up. But what do you think? Trump's got so much ammunition, man. I look at what this is going to do. This is going to be certainly one of the most, now I think we can say this safely, one of the most watched State of the Unions in modern history. I think people are going to be on their phones watching this at different places. I'm not saying it's going to be, people in subways and millennials and all that. But I think some millennials are going to be interested. And Trump gets to give a commercial, hour-long commercial. Yeah, so that other guy, that black guy who shall remain nameless, I'm kicking his butt. My economy is doing this, it's doing that, and it's going here, blah, blah, blah. I mean, and what good news. Good news around the globe. We got Israel with their, recognizing their consulate. We just, we're building our consulate over there. We got the wall under discussion, getting ready to go in. We got an economy that's booming. We got North Korea on the ropes. We got Iran, who's got discord within the country from their own people. On and on. China opening up their markets. Russia finally playing ball. We've got arms going into Ukraine or Crimea. I forget which one, but we got arms going on in over there. People are excited over here. Best retail shopping center since last year. Better than any year Barack Obama was in office. Do I need to go on? This brother is about to lay it down for you. I'm starting to preach. Oh, we got to take a short break.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.